What's up? This is probably one of the most unflattering views of me you'll ever get. I'm home. I'm by myself right now. I will be for the next few days. So today I figured I'd walk you through what I plan to do. I've got a chiropractic appointment. I've got a stop I got to make after the gym. I didn't get to take my cold shower this morning, so I'll go ahead and take that now. I have plans to try, as of right now, there are 4 videos that have been posted by King Azoulay. He is a bodybuilder, self-improvement guy. He's a self-made millionaire. As far as I'm aware, he's not got anything, scandalous or, questionable in his history. If you choose to watch him, be aware of language. I try to keep my language at a minimum on this channel because I know different people might watch and different people may speak differently. I, for one, don't particularly care at this point in time, but he definitely doesn't care, and he doesn't care to speak exactly what's on his mind, exactly the way that he wants to say it. That being said, I need to go. My appointment is at 5 o'clock, and it is like 4:35 right now, so I need to take a quick shower, get myself dressed, and get the dogs put away, and then we will head to the gym. So the order I want to try and do it in is back, legs, chest, and then Sunday will be arms and throw in some ab stuff. And I need to do some stuff for stabilizers in my ankles and in my core as well as my back. So let's get to it. So when I'm taking a cold shower, what I tend to do, I got to work my way up from this, but this is what works in the morning and what will work right now, is I do 2 minutes, 1 minute facing the water and 1 minute with my back facing the water. If you want to try that, that's totally fine. Now, I am going to put myself through the fires of ice. All right, we are on the way to the chiropractor, which is on the way in and of itself to the gym. So I'm still wearing this red shirt. This shirt is one of a kind in my closet. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean, one of a kind in my closet, in my wardrobe? Well, what that means is the one thing it does not share in common with the other shirts I own is its size. When I first started going to the gym, every shirt that I owned was a large, but every shirt that I was getting at work was actually too small for me as a large. I had to order extra larges because they were getting too small. Well, I am happy to report that after, 7 months of gym work, I am wearing exclusively, pretty much, this shirt. And this shirt is a medium. Yes, I have gone down. I had just pushed past large into extra large, so I had just barely gone up a size. Well, I've now gone back down to my original size and back to what I used to wear as a teenager. Now, my belly is still very, very apparent right now. It's more about how it fills out my chest and my arms. My belly will slim up, or slim down rather, and that just comes with time. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get my back fixed, get my back into the right position at the chiropractor so that I can strengthen it from the right position, from the right foundation at the gym in like 20 minutes. All right, I have returned. Now, I had back work done right before back day, which is fine. However, the tenderest and worst spot on my body was due to pulling. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but back day, or back in buys, is pull day. Well, I'm not a chump. I'm not going to push my back. I'm not going to push it out, right? Here's what I am going to do. I'm going to lower the weight quite a bit. Work on my form and work on time under tension. Work on my negatives. Rather than worry about weight and reps, I'm going to work on my form. That's what I'm going to do today. day will be a light day, but it will still be back day. And we're still going to try Ben Azoulay, the king himself, King Azoulay, his back day to build the turtle shell. Pre-workout is in order. And I do pre-workout. I have C4 because that's what we could buy. That's what we decided to buy. And I have Sneak. Now, Sneak is just a caffeine boost, right? Sneak wakes me up and gets my mind focused. And a focused mind, for me, is really what does it. Because, and to be honest, if my mind isn't sharp, I'm going to have trouble wanting to push. Now, I understand, caffeine might be cheating. Some people might think creatine or a pre-workout is cheating. I don't care. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing what works for me. I'm doing what I enjoy. So there. That being said, because pre-workout is freaking expensive and Sneak is less expensive, I've got it worked out to where Sneak is about, let's say it was $1 a scoop, and the pre-workout is $2 a scoop. Well, that's expensive for the pre-workout because you only get 20 scoops. So what do? I do a half a scoop of pre-workout, which is $1, half a scoop of Sneak, which is 50 cents. What do we have? $1.50. $1.50 for a drink. That's gonna get me powered and through the gym. And when I do leg day, I'll do a scoop of both. I think that's reasonable. It is for me. So I'm gonna put that in my mixer, and then we're gonna fill it up when we get in there. Okay, so I started my gym session with a 10-minute cardio run. I was running at like 5 miles per hour. I think I went 5.5 at one point. But yeah, that's how I warm myself up. Now he ends it with cardio, but I chose to start it because that's how I feel is better. Now this is a recording of his warm-up, which is like 25, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, that's what he did. 25 like really lightweight lat pull downs. So I had like 30 or 40 pounds on this guy, and by this guy I mean the pull downs. So I 20 or 30 in weight, and then like 25, maybe that's 12. I don't know how many reps I did. This may have been my first set, my first actual set. I'm not really paying attention. I'm actively getting ready for work right now. So just pay attention. If you have to rewatch, that doesn't hurt my feelings or the algorithm. So yeah. Alright. So I know I did these earlier, technically. But I'm doing what he did in the video, which is seated, well, these are inclined rows, I guess. I know I technically just did these, but now there's some video proof, which these are lighter. Which he did say to superset lightweight. I've not been counting. This is weird. I think I can do these. So now he's doing. Oh no, I can't. It's funny because I just did this with like 40 pounds on the machine. It's totally different here.
form was pretty terrible compared to the face pulls in there. But I will say, I feel it right where I'm supposed to when I'm doing those, even with bad form. So there's something to it. I won't say he's the smartest or the most genius person out there. I don't know if anything he does is scientifically based for his workouts. Oh, look at my freaking farmer stand, dog. But the fact of the matter is, you do feel it. And low weight, slow rep. Low weight, low rep, but very, very, very slow. And you feel just the same burn as higher rep, higher weight. I'm just going 8 to 12, like as much as 20 or 30 pounds less than I normally lift.
Alright, so once again, I'm doing something, this time it's not in his regimen. Some lower back stuff, which I was a little bit disappointed that he didn't have. This is for my lower back, my glutes, and a couple of stabilizers. It sort of hits. This is back extensions, just body weight. It's like reverse sit-ups. It's very much helped me, it strengthens me. I don't know why my phone is making this into a square. That's pretty lame, and I don't feel like editing it to where it's not, so enjoy sideways me doing backward sit-ups. Other than that, there's nothing to it other than doing it slow, so that I don't throw my back out, which I succeeded in not doing, so that's dope. I will also note that this is supposed to be cable flies, like reverse cable flies that he has me doing. That machine was taken, so I'm just working with what I got here, which is doing some pull-ups that are, I forgot what my brother-in-law called them, but it's basically I go like halfway up, and then I go all the way up, and then I go halfway down, and then I go all the way down. And I should be holding for a lot longer than I am. I'm actually quite disappointed with how this looks. It felt a lot cooler than it looked, but it did the work that I wanted it to do, which is hit my lats one more time. So overall, it is what it is. I did the best that I could, and that guy over there is doing better pull-ups than I'm doing objectively. I'm making it look awkward, but again, it feels the way it's supposed to. I'm having to do it assisted, but it feels the way it's supposed to, so I don't really care. I'll be honest, I really don't.
The pre-workout did exactly what it was supposed to do, and the sneak, which allows me to have a crisper, clearer mind, allowed me to push through a couple of the hard things to get to 12 on my low weights, but it actually pushed my mind to accept the weight of humility and drop my weight so I could make my form right. Me and my brother-in-law and my best friend have been going for a while, and we have some pretty high weight stuff, pretty decently high, at least for me. I have never lifted anything 5 pounds. Usually its minimum is 15 pounds. And tonight I had to drop to 5 pounds because I had to accept and admit to myself that if I wanted my form to be good and I wanted the slowness of my reps to be good, I needed to drop the weight. Until we see the pump results in the mirror when I get home, we won't get a final rating. And we'll see if it has any sort of effect, because part of his guarantee was that there would be some sort of visible difference from the warm-up and from the fact that you're doing these squeezes to create a pump. So we'll see. I'm not expecting too much because I do have a higher percentage of body fat than him, but still, there was a guarantee that there'd be some amount of noticeable difference, and I'm curious to see, can he deliver? If he can deliver, I'll give it an automatic 9 out of 10, because if he can deliver on my body, that sounded bad. If he can deliver his promise that I will get a pump that is noticeable on my percentage of body fat, and then it is delivered, like, dude, that's Pretty impressive for somebody of a higher percentage body fat. So we'll see. I gotta stop at the store and grab some cucumbers and cheese for salads Friday night with the boys, my dudes. All right, guys, moment of truth. Can King Azoulay's back workout give me a pump at the body weight I'm at? And I'm sucking my stomach in, by the way. This is how I look, just about normally, but I kind of flex it a little bit. I don't look terrible. It's a decent base. It's just I've eaten quite a bit today. So here we go. Let's see. All right. I have no idea how that looked at all. So I'm going to look at that and then we'll give it an honest rating. Will it be a 9 out of 10? Will it be an 8 out of 10? Will it be a 7 for somehow making me look worse than I did before? And I do have a comparison picture. Let's find out. All right, so I'm now driving, but as you can see, this is the first picture that was ever taken of my back. And this is the next picture that I just took. So it's a very noticeable difference to me. I look better after this. All right, so I ran out of storage and I had a couple things to do before I cleared it up. And now it's later, so I'm wearing my blue light glasses. These are actually my wife's. I'm trying them out while she's gone in Florida. So, what do I think of this routine? Well, pretty timely, except for the things that I had to change, because number one, the cable machine was taken. Number two, there was a guy there that likes to interfere with other people's workouts. And I didn't feel like being very pushy today. I just kind of felt like not talking to anybody. So, like the true top G that I am, I ran away and didn't try to talk to him at all. Although in all honesty, and all these alpha males or whatever can say whatever they want. A real man is just gonna pick his freaking battles, dude. Aside from that, the workout would have taken between 45 minutes and an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, but no longer. The only reason it took me as long as it did at the gym was because I did like 10 or 15 minutes of cardio beforehand, which he did his after, but I chose to do mine before because I feel like if you do the run before, you get that euphoria from running that you can carry on, and it kind of helped get my blood flowing and get the pre-workout flowing and the sneak flowing into my body, and just really allowed me to push. And it honestly felt easier. I had that extra bit of strength. I don't know if I'm just, it's a placebo effect or what. But overall, it was very good on time. The workouts I felt got a wide range of things on my back. Upper back, like the traps, obviously, I got that. But I also felt a very good amount in the delts, in the lats. I feel like I probably would have got more if I had the cables, but I did the stop and go type pull-ups, which I'm totally okay with, or the chin-ups, whatever you want to call them. I forget which one's which. I was able to do those, so I got lats just fine. Yeah, so let's say 3 points for timeliness, so 3 out of 3, because I prefer an hour. It works better in my schedule. As far as the range it covers on my back, middle back, outer back, upper back, loved it, all of it. The only thing is, it gets 2 out of 3 points because there was no lower back, and I get that that's for core, but if I'm doing my back, I want all my back. So 2 out of 3 there.
in my opinion, for what I'm looking for myself. Maybe 3 out of 3 for somebody else who's only looking to work mid to upper back. But I'm looking for the whole thing. My turtle shell goes from the bottom of my shirt to the top of my shirt, not from the middle of my shirt to the top of my shirt. I'm here for the whole shell, baby. So 2 out of 3 there. So that's 5 points. Then, it's 5 out of 10 right there. As far as how I felt from the pull. So, did I feel like I was getting enough done by listening to him? And, a lot of times he said, it's not about the weight, it's about the reps, it's about the squeeze. Did I feel like I got enough done from my warm-up, from getting it pumped, and from doing the low weight, slow rep squeeze? Absolutely. I feel like I got the same amount of burn that I would have got from twice the weight in some cases, but most cases 20 pounds heavier, and faster reps. I feel like I was more effective, honestly, in doing that. And maybe it was equal. Maybe there's a little bit of bias there. But it was good. So that's a 3 out of 3. So right there, that is 8 points. And then, what do we get from the pump in comparison to what I had before, which I will put side by side, or at least, I'll see if I can do side by side from editing on my phone. I've lost some weight, so I have to account for that. But I think, honestly, with the full range, it gets that extra point. This is a 9 out of 10 for me. This is fantastic for my back. It would be a 10 out of 10 if I had lower back. Otherwise, boom. This is it, dude. This isn't back and buys, but I'll sacrifice the biceps for what I feel in my back right now, which is really good. And this is just after a chiropractor appointment, and nothing slipped. Everything low rep, good form, or not low rep, low weight, good form, and 8 to 12 reps didn't screw up my back from the chiropractor, which was a risk, but I was paying attention. I stopped when I needed to, so I didn't screw up my back. So overall, day 1 of 4 of doing King Azoulay's workouts as he is listed so far. I'm going to do a couple of stabilizers, just some freaking planks, some Supermans, and a couple of other things just for my lower back. I might do them in the morning instead because it's already 8 o'clock. And I want to go to bed early and catch up on some sleep that I lost, which I mentioned before. But yeah, dude, this is freaking great. I would recommend this to anybody. And you can do what I did, or you can watch his video, which I will link. All this said, my viewer base is incredibly small. So this is basically for my best friend. If you want to try this, I just did. So have at it, buddy. Okay, so I do this at the end of every video, but for some reason I didn't for this one. So because I like to remind everybody that I have some more Jewish flavors to my faith. I like to give everybody a message of peace when they leave. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Shalom. You can go now.